Hey friends, it's Joby here with a first hands-on video for the upcoming Star Wars Battlefront beta. A heads up before we begin, EA flew me to Stockholm in Sweden to take part in this early access event. They paid for my flights and accommodation. I played on PC and I recorded using my Elgato HD60. Anyway, let's jump into the hands-on. There are 3 modes you can play in the beta. Survival mission on Tatooine, a co-op horde mode style game where you and a friend kill wave after wave of surprisingly squishy stormtroopers. Drop Zone on Sullust, a domination style mode set on the home planet of those aliens whose faces look like an upside down piranha plant. And Walker Assault on Hoth, a large scale rush style map featuring vehicles, heroes, and lengthy protracted battles to the bitter end. You can head to the linked videos to get more details and gameplay footage on any of those modes. Here and now though, we'll talk about the game a bit more broadly, starting with the heroes.
May the Force be with us.
The heroes are probably the reason you're playing a Star Wars game, right? I realize there are some people who love the idea of being a stormtrooper. Hell, if you've ever seen the 501st Legion in action, you can sort of even see the appeal. But the heroes are the main attraction. In the beta, you'll have access to 2 heroes, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, and both of them absolutely shred. By holding onto the right mouse button, you can block blaster fire, meaning everything from AT-ST fire to regular old pew pew pews will bounce back at the firer. Your other abilities are mapped to the number keys on a short cooldown, and you can do things like dash forward, throw your lightsaber, or force push an enemy down. You're a one-hit kill machine while you're wielding a lightsaber, but that doesn't mean you're unstoppable. You lose health over time as you move through the battlefield, but you can regain health by killing enemies. Theoretically, you can extend your life significantly by just straight slaying, but this is unlikely. One of the key things about the heroes is that the power-ups to attain them spawn randomly, which means there's a degree of luck involved in even becoming a hero. If you've noticed from the footage, I only got to play as Darth Vader one time during my entire play session, and it was, of course, during one of the sessions where I didn't record. Basically, if you see this icon, make a beeline for it. Another big deal in the beta is the card system. Instead of classes like in Battlefield games, Battlefront allows you to put together your own loadout by selecting a hand of cards. The cards are unlocked through leveling up as well as spending in-game space bucks, boiling the system down to something vaguely reminiscent of Call of Duty's Pick 10 system. Certain cards only work in certain slots, but it boils down to 3 items you can choose from. You can see the options available right here: the jump pack, a sniper rifle, a personal shield, a grenade, etc. It's an odd system, to be honest. The ability to wield a sniper rifle and a blaster at the same time gives players the capacity to do significant damage through little skill. The sniper rifle is an insta-kill headshot, but to the body it does a staggering 90% damage. This means you can ping someone in the body and then just spray and pray until they drop dead. Typically, a player has to choose between the slow one-shot weapon or the rapid-fire medium damage gun, but thanks to the cycler rifle's existence as a card, Battlefront removes that choice. There's also no separation between the 2 sides' loadouts. Both teams appear to get access to the same weapons and loadouts. It means the only differences between the teams exist either visually or in the asymmetry of the levels themselves. We talked to Nicholas Fagreus, design director for the game, about the card system.
Using cards was a decision made to give you the feeling of like making your own deck or your own little card hand, because that's kind of the gist of the customization of your class. Because we don't have preset classes, you don't play as a specific role, you can create that yourself, and that's when the cards come in. So what you do is that you buy cards for credits that you get by playing the game and getting experience and so on. And then you equip those the way you want to equip them, which means that you can create your own little strategies and play your own role. And I think that's pretty cool.
Another big element you might notice in the game is the existence of matchmaking. Instead of a server browser, which has been in dice games in some form since Codename Eagle, the only option for getting into a game in Star Wars Battlefront is matchmaking. You can see it in action here. You select the mode you want to play and you immediately begin to find a server. It was simple enough in our play session, which was a deliberately controlled environment, and teaming up with friends, or at least the people sitting nearby who were my Origin friends, didn't seem to be a hassle. But the simulated environment we played in might not reflect the real world situation. Naturally, that's what a stress test beta is designed to measure. We'll throw again back to Nicholas Fagreus about the complexities of matchmaking systems in Battlefront.
Yeah, dedicated servers is a very, very important thing to ensure fair and stable game experience for everyone. So that's very important for us, and we really want that to be the case. But then another way to provide a fair playground is to have a matchmaker, so that you can ensure that players, it's not like when they jump in for the first time, some super high rank pro just annihilates you instantly. It guarantees that people will play against people of their same skill and same experience. So that guarantees a fair play session or play experience for everyone. And that's, I think, a very, very profound strength of having a matchmaker system, and that's why we use it for Battlefront. There's lots of systems, and when it comes to how you get match made, it's a lot of systems that takes a whole bunch of criteria into account to ensure that you get a good play experience. It can be things like, connectivity and those kind of more physical, hardware-related things, perhaps. And of course, then a lot of other factors with, friends and skill and all that stuff. It's a complicated system, of course, but its goal is to make sure that you get the best experience and the most fair competition that you can.
The beta itself is out in just a few days, and it's open to all comers. There's no need to sign up for a key or anything, just download it via Origin or on the PSN or the Xbox One store when it's live. Make sure you check out my other videos on Star Wars Battlefront. I have one for each mode, and let us know in the comments what you thought. I'll see you on the Battlefront.